Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about how I wake up at 3:35. I usually show you guys on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok how I wake up at 3:40, 55, 45, 3:50 something, but the first 20 minutes I use it for like going to the bathroom, drinking water, like doing some little things and to just wake myself up. So I posted a video on Instagram and it just got viral. Some of you guys have asked me some questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go deeper into how I wake up early, my schedule routine, how I end up, because 2 years ago I was building this habit of waking up early. I wasn't a morning person, but I tend to do a lot of work in the morning, so I was like, okay, just build this habit of you waking up early, because I used to work at 7, so I wanted to wake up earlier than that so that I can work out or study or do something else, go to work. I would feel kind of productive, and that was the reason why I wake up at that time. Back in like when I started self-development, as I said, I was building this habit. There's one thing that really helped me to really wake up early, and it was, firstly, you have to understand why you're waking up early, because some of you guys would be like, oh, I just want to wake up early because other people are sleeping. Not about other people sleeping, it's about you having clarity of that goal. Like, why do you want to wake up early? Is it because you want to hit the gym? Is it because you want to study? Is it because you have to have a clarity? And I tend to understand when you like kind of program your mind to doing something. Or for example, sometimes I would, and it's not healthy, but I do this where I kind of sleep at 8:40 or 8:53 or something, which is 30 minutes, 45 minutes from the time I usually sleep. But then I used to wake up at 4 or 3:35 as well, and I used to be like, okay, without an alarm, like, how am I going to do that? And it's sort of related to programming your mind. If you keep on saying something to your mind, if you keep on saying to your mind that you would wake up early, you would eventually do. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to take you to the first habit you need to build to wake up early. Is first, clarify your goals. I'm going to make it clear. Clarify your goals. Okay, if you want to wake up early, why is it you want to wake up early? Is it because you want to study, go to the gym, work harder? I don't know. Like, reason. Have a good, valid why. So that, because like, for example, if some days you don't wake up early, you would kind of remember that. If you want to wake up early, it's all about preparing the night before. It could be planning. Because, for example, if you wake up in the morning at 4 and you don't have any schedule or plan, you'd be like, okay, what do I do? So now I have the choice to go back to bed because I don't have any plan. So it's easy for you to go back to bed when you don't have any plan. So what I need you to do is get a planner or anything. Try to schedule your day from whenever you wake up or when you sleep. Write down your most important task you want to do today. What is your most important task you need to accomplish? And then when you write the first goal, when you wake up, you could start handling the first task and then you could finish. I'm not going to talk about eating 2 hours for food, using technology like 1 hour before bed, reading, try to cool yourself down. All of those things are the very simplest foundation. Everyone can do that. So I'm not going to talk about them. One other thing I want to include here is focus, because like I have seen a lot of people that, even as well me, they struggle with sleeping. It isn't like waking up early or getting an adequate sleep, but it is having like getting tired and going to bed. I am very different. Whenever I go to bed, I'm done. Like I slept. After 1 minute or 2 minutes that I go to bed, I just sleep. And that is because if you work out in the day, or you just walk in the day, or you do some activity, your muscles are fatigued, and then you eventually could go to bed. And one thing that I realize is whenever you are not sitting on your bed, for example, lots of us, what we do is we use our phone on our bed. We just lay on our bed and then just scroll or watch a movie at night. And then when we're about to sleep, we don't have that melatonin that makes us go to bed, because we are just around bed all day and we don't have the urge to go to bed. So what I need you to do is do not sleep on your bed throughout the day, and then just work. Whenever you're watching, go sit on the couch, go outside, be active. Then at night, just go to bed, and then you're gonna be feeling like you would feel amazing sleeping on your bed. How do you sleep early? The thing is, I used to practice military tip or hack. Where they do is, I don't know how they explained it to me, but this is how I do it. I just, like, I lay down on bed, and then I squeeze all my body. By squeezing your hand, everything you squeeze, and then you let it go. You do that 3 times, and then on your mind, what you do is you're gonna clear out all your thoughts. Like, you know, sometimes when we're in bed, we're just thinking about our thoughts or what happened in our day. Like, let that go and just focus on you in a beach or a calm place, and then you're thinking about just relaxation, rest. If you practice that, your body's going to get used to it, and then you would really sleep. One thing I'm going to encourage you is that do not be disappointed if you do 2 days or 3 days and you're like, I'm going to be done, because this is not true. I didn't actually change that sleep schedule from, like, I used to sleep at 3 or 2 a.m. or sometimes after Fajr. But now, the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because the reason why I'm encouraging you to not give up is because sometimes you'll be like, oh, I don't want to sleep, I don't want to wake up early, I'm going to be sticking with my 9 a.m. And one thing I want to be clear about is if I'm saying you got to wake up early, I'm not talking about everyone should wake up at 3:35 or everyone should wake up at 4 a.m. No, I'm not talking about that. I am clarifying that, for example, if you are someone that is sleeping at 3 a.m., you could be a night person, because nowadays, whenever I try to work at night, I will probably just stop working at 7 or 6 because my body just shut down and I get tired and I want to sleep. There's one question that just got me into thinking, and that was, how do you kind of balance social life and sleeping early? Since I sleep at 8 p.m., how do I balance that? I want to be clear about this. Because you're being different, you're doing something very different, and socializing, sometimes their socializing life is so different from any person. So, for example, me, my life, if I'm socializing with friends and family, I will probably push that to 5 p.m. Most of the time when I'm going out, I don't care if you don't understand, but I'm going to put this into consideration. But I'm going to say, I'm going to do this at 5 p.m. instead of 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So most of the time when I'm going out somewhere or having like a party or anything, I can't make the decision on weddings or parties. Whenever I go to a wedding, which is at 10, I'm probably going to be dizzy and I'm not going to be like very active. So sometimes I would say just no to going to weddings. But if that wedding is so close to my family, I would probably say yes. And I know myself that when it reaches 11, 12, my body's going to shut down and I'm going to be very dizzy because I'm not going to see what's going on. I'm going to be very tired. My head is going to ache. I probably say that to the person that I can't, because if I know myself, I cannot do that and I don't want to push my body. So the thing is, everyone's social life is different. I understand most of the young people that like to socialize at 9, 10, 11. But for my life, whenever I'm trying to socialize, I would push it to earlier. 5, 4, 6. You know, and sometimes even movies, when I'm watching movies with my families or having like a time with my family, I would quite push that time to 6 or 5. Because that's what works for me. Because if something works for you, doesn't mean it would work for another person. So that's just an interesting question, because we're humans, so we have a social life. So I hope you guys understand and found this video very helpful, because you guys asked a lot of questions on that video. So I hope I answered the comments on this video. And let me just repeat, I sleep at 8 p.m, okay? Thank you guys for watching and coming back to the channel. I hope you have a great, amazing day. Have a great one and see you in the next one. Bye!